Hi, I'm Paul Pasulka, Ivy Masters Learning Center and ivymasters.com. And today we're going to look at Test 7, Section 1, number 43, which reads, the main purpose of the analogy of the ping pong ball in line 40 is to what? So we go up to line 40, and there we see the ping pong ball mentioned. One thing that you have to keep in mind for line reference question is that you have to get context. You've got to read before and after the line. And even if you didn't, notice how line 40 starts, for a mental toe hold. A mental toe hold on what? What is he saying, mental toe hold? He's like, in order to get your footing here, in order to understand where we're coming from on the point, on what point? We really have to read before. So what we're going to do is we're going to read from the beginning of the paragraph, understand what he's talking about, and that's going to better equip us to answer the question. So in line 28, we've got what to do here. Here's the idea put forth by Higgs. Don't shove the particles' masses down the throats of the beautiful equations. Instead, keep the equations pristine and symmetric, but consider them operating within a peculiar environment. Imagine that all space is uniformly filled with an invisible substance, now called the Higgs field, that exerts drag force on particles when they accelerate through it. Push on the fundamental particle in an effort to increase its speed, and according to Higgs, you would feel this drag force as resistance. So that's the point that he's making, that you would feel drag force as resistance because of the atmosphere where the object is, called the Higgs field. Justifiably, you would interpret this resistance as a particle's mass. So we think that it's mass, but according to Higgs, it's actually because of the environment. That's how the mathematical equations work out. That's a different paragraph here. So for a mental toe hold, so in other words, it's trying to help you to understand that the environment will give the resistance. Think of a ping pong ball submerged in water. When you push on the ping pong ball, it will feel much more massive than it does outside the water. Its interaction with the watery environment has the effect of endowing it with mass. So with particles submerged in the Higgs field. So the ping pong ball analogy is to help you to understand the Higgs field. The water is like the Higgs field. The ping pong ball is like any object that is within the Higgs field. So if we look at our answer choices here, answer choice A, to popularize a little known fact. There's nothing that says that not many people know about this concept of the Higgs field, and now we want everyone to know about it. Now that might be true, but it's not how it's used here. Answer choice B, contrast competing scientific theories. We didn't see the introduction of any other scientific theory there. Physicists did have their idea of just physics at that time, and Higgs was groundbreaking, but we don't see different scientific theories presented there. Answer choice C, criticize a widely accepted explanation. So that would only be right if a widely accepted explanation was presented and this was contrary, this was in opposition, this contradicted that widely held explanation. So the correct answer is D, clarify an abstract concept. So what's the abstract concept? The Higgs field. How could you understand it? Well, let's use the example of the ping pong ball. That will help you to understand it. And that abstract means it's not concrete, and that's exactly the purpose that the ping pong ball serves in that context. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, click like. You could share it with someone who has trouble with line reference questions or these more abstract type questions. If there's any question you'd like to see answered from any official PSAT or SAT or ACT, you can leave that in the comments as well. I'd be happy to shoot a video on it. And click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Have a great day.